Okay. Hello. Man, I'm so out of it. We're we're back for another episode of Beer Talks. That's where I'm at. Yeah, Beer Talks. We are back at it again, talking at you, friends. Wow, they're not listeners anymore. They're friends now. We have officially created.
Everyone's upgraded.
Yeah.
Parasocial relationship?
Yeah, we have officially latched onto this parasocial relationship. My name is John, joined as usual with my friends Addie and Stanley. You've already heard them say something, but why don't you say hi first, Stan?
Hi, Stan.
Adelaine, it's your turn.
Hello.
We're back, talking at you again, to drink beers and talk about stuff. Today we're gonna be actually talking about things that I have very small knowledge about. In fact,
I will debunk that once we get into it.
it's not a myth. Why is that a myth? Why are you debunking
Because
myths?
you're telling lies.
I am not telling lies. I am telling. There's another word for exaggeration.
Half truths,
No. What is it?
unsubstantiated facts.
Is that
Shall I
what they are? Is
continue?
that what unsubstantiated facts are? Anyway,
She's a lawyer. She's great.
we'll get to that when we get there. But first, we're talking about the beer of the day, which is Hockley Dark. I was gonna say by award winning because I saw it at the very top of the can. So,
Oh my god.
traditional English ale, Hockley Valley Brewing Company. Let me guess, Addie. You picked this one out because it looked cool.
Correct.
Really?
Doesn't it look really cool? Like, okay, y'all have to go to our Instagram and check out the video, but like, it has this like,
It has a
Okay, this is really-
Hogwarts emblem on it.
like it has this like old English feel to it. It literally says on the can,
Like a
traditional
school
English ale.
School of Wizardry.
Wait, it's
Yeah,
very
like-
traditional English, but like, you know what? Can I just step like? I'm not a big fan of the font, whatever this is, on a
Which
beer
font?
can. Whereas first of all, there's like 7 different fonts on this
There
can.
are,
It's
there are
this is
a
like
lot of
already hurting
them.
my eyes.
Yeah.
And then like if you like turn to the side where it has like the descriptions at Hockley Valley Brewing Company, blah blah blah, like that font. And then like the worst part is right under that like paragraph, there's a line and then it says, hey, for a refund or return, blah blah blah, go to this website. It's a different font.
Okay, well, we're never
Okay.
getting sponsored by Hockley.
No, not knocking on it, but I don't know if it's
Right.
intentional, but it does feel like it's like a high school project where they're like, okay, design a can for this. And then I honestly can imagine myself like when I was in high school preparing presentations, 12, 14-year-old me is like, oh, if I use different fonts, it'll make it look really cool. And my presentation will have 4 different fonts. This is basically what they did.
It's like a yearbook. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, it's like
Okay,
a
okay.
yearbook. Like,
Okay, before we like dive too deep into this, like this is to Hockley's brewing company, and that their beer will redeem them, and also hire a marketing intern
Do
or
you see how
advertising
dark it is,
intern.
though?
Holy,
I
it's
mean,
like
it's
the
called-
color of Addie's soul.
It's called
Yeah,
Hockley Dark.
correct.
So, but also it says though mild and light body.
Ow.
But full flavor.
So,
Those are contradicting.
right, exactly.
All right, well, let me open the can. Hold on. I
Yeah,
haven't
go
seen
cracker
it.
is open. This is Canadian though, right? Proudly
it was
crafted,
brewed-
brewed in Ontario, Canada, even.
Mhm. Oh my god, it
Orangeville,
smells so
Ontario.
strong.
Yeah,
Shout out Orangeville.
Orangeville.
It
Right?
actually smells really nice.
It is also a very aromatic.
Oh wow, you're
surprisingly,
right.
surprisingly, a lot of the Canadian stuff that we've had are very aromatic.
Oh, Canadian breweries are doing something right. At least, like, your senses, the smell is kind of where you start the taste profile, right? So,
Yeah.
True. Anyway,
smart.
cheers. Before we get into it some more, I have some more things to say.
Oh, interesting.
It's really good.
No.
Mm.
You know what? I thought I would hate this because okay, so I guess it's not like a secret, but we record this early in the morning. This is like 11ish, 12 at noon. I
Yeah.
really thought I would not like this for morning beer. I don't hate it. For some reason, they're right. It is light bodied, but dark flavors. Like how?
Mm.
You know, it like it the when you sip, usually when you sip something, like the flavor's there, but it comes
Mhm.
after.
Yeah.
Am
Yeah,
I crazy? No, it's
No,
not.
no,
Right?
no.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
right. You're absolutely. And then,
totally.
like the contradicting mild light body full flavor. No, it hits all three.
Like it's
Yeah,
You're
good
not
job.
wrong.
it hits the mouth feels like very light, right? And then the flavor comes afterwards.
What does this taste like? This tastes like something. I don't know what it tastes like.
Honestly, I feel like I'm trashing it some more, but it reminds me of what markers smell like.
No, no, no. This is definitely not marker.
No, I think I know what you're talking about. I think it's the can.
You think it's a can?
When I first tasted it, I think because of the can, I thought it was kind of like metallic-y, almost like paint-ish
Well,
kind of feeling.
That's the thing. I'm not drinking out of the can. Remember?
Right, but you poured it out of the can.
I see. It has essences of the can.
You know what? I see. Okay, after I've had a couple of sips, I see what you mean by marker,
Mm.
because it smells like kind of like, I don't know, green maybe.
Wow, we're tasting colors now.
Wow, we're very specific. Okay, so, Stan, how many markers did you eat as a child?
listen. That's topic for another episode. However,
True.
no, but I see what you mean by marker, but it's not marker. It's something. I just can't put my finger on it. But
Like,
as I sip,
Goes at the back. It goes up my nose. You
it's
know what I
it's the
mean?
back of your nose, like very back of your nose, almost
yeah,
in
yeah.
your throat for
Yeah,
some reason.
yeah, yeah.
Again, not a knock on it. Doesn't it taste like Buckley's without the mint?
No, Buckley's tastes worse, way worse.
Buckley's
like,
tastes like- yeah.
Buckley's is bitter. Like
Mm.
it was kind of
Mm.
like gross bitter. This is not gross. This is actually like pretty good.
Yes, this is not bitter, right?
Yeah. Well, like
It
a little
is-
bit,
it
a little
is.
bit. It's like a little bit in the back of your tongue, a little bit. Look at us being all like connoisseur like beer expert with the taste notes and profiles.
I mean, at this point, we've had like 39, 35, high 30s, different
you're
kinds
right.
of beer.
You're right. We actually did have a lot of beer, and like,
So
yeah, you're right. Yeah, it doesn't say the notes. I wish it did.
I was gonna
Um,
say too, in terms of like the aroma and stuff, when we were talking about the Canadian beers, or sorry, especially Ontario brewed beers, you know, they're very aromatic. Like think about like when was the last time you smelled a Corona? You know?
Every time I go to the washroom.
Ew,
God.
what the-
Why?
No, I'm just saying, right? Like it's not those mainstream ones are not that aromatic.
Like, how quickly can we kill our sponsor opportunities?
So I made my friend listen to an episode. She's like, "Oh, you guys are talking about, you know, shout outs to Flying Monkeys. You guys are talking about Flying Monkeys. They're such a hit and miss for me." And I was like, "Oh,
Mhm.
well, these ones are pretty good." And then the one, especially the latest one that we had, was like the best one, like I said.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, really?" I'm like, "Yeah. Just listen to it a little bit more. Maybe you'll get to it." And then she listened to it, and she's like, "You guys are making me want to try it now." And I was like, "Yo,
Try it, John's friend. It's really good.
But I'm just saying we should really get in touch with these brewers. Anyway,
One more taste note.
yeah.
It tastes. This is so funny. It tastes like a light-bodied version of Guinness.
Which doesn't make sense to me
Right. Exactly.
because
Like that dark smokiness that Guinness also has, but then for some reason this one is a light-bodied version of that.
Mhm.
I still am like trying to find what this tastes like, and I can't. Sorry, I'm a little.
But it's not a bad time
Yeah,
though,
it's-
right? It's not a bad time.
Yeah.
No,
Stan
it's a
can't
great-
figure out what color it is.
No, I can't. Closest I can think of is green.
Green.
Yo,
It's
Stan's gonna be
definitely
like,
not blue.
you know
It's
what
not
this-
blue. It's not red.
you know what this tastes
Oh
like?
my-
It tastes like
Green.
noisy. You know? I'm sorry. What?
Stan's gonna go like buy a pack of markers now just to like
Yo,
see which one matches.
yo, the Crayolas.
There-
Yes, man.
Oh damn.
There's a condition though, eh, where you could like see notes and
No,
stuff like that.
Okay, to clear it up, I don't have that. It just reminds me of.
I'm pretty sure it's on a spectrum stand. But anyway, moving forward, Addy, what is it that you are trying to debunk? Holy, what an aggressive word, by the way.
Debunk.
Debunk.
So
Today.
this episode, I want to talk all about anime and manga because we have a resident expert here, John. Watches like so much anime. He knows everything about manga. Let's just put it this way: the guy that like I'll read the latest chapter of One Piece and I'll be like, oh my god, it's so cool. And then he'd be like, what are you talking about? He teased this already. And I'm like, huh, what do you mean? He's like, keep in mind, those of you that don't know, One Piece is like at over 1,000 episode, and this guy will be like, yeah, Oda teased it already in like, on chapter 556. And I'm like, excuse me.
Actually, One Piece episode is on like 1076, and the mangas, I believe, is on like 1100 chapters or something like that. Not that I would know, because clearly I wouldn't know anything. What do you want, Stan?
I figured out what this tastes
What
like.
does it taste like?
I was like, this is so familiar, and this like it was bothering me so much. And then I literally just had, so I have my morning coffee right here.
I know. I saw you drinking off your cup. I'm like,
It tastes like my coffee.
what is your coffee?
It's the same. It's like it tastes like coffee. Like so,
Okay,
I have.
what
I have
beans do you have right now?
I don't know. Like it's like a bean that my friend bought from Alberta, and then this is like not a usual bean that I have.
Ah.
I
But
know what
then-
you're talking about.
But then it's this. It literally tastes like this, but like carbonated and also hoppy in a weird way. And I'm like, no, but it tastes like my coffee. That's why like everything is mixed in my mouth right now. I'm like, this is so weird.
So what you're saying is, if I took my coffee and then carbonated it in my soda stream,
Add
it'll
some
taste
hop
like
to
this.
it, like add some, those like hop grass, or
grass?
whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
just like soak it in there for like 10 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
Do not test me.
No,
I
that's
might
how it
try
works. No,
this.
don't quote me.
dirt and all. Soak it in there.
Okay, I figured it out. It tastes like coffee.
You know, but the thing would then be, I wouldn't like it. It doesn't. You're right. The first hint that I would get was like it has like a coffeeness to it, but then
That's why I don't mind it in the morning.
but then it mellowed out so fast. So I was like, oh, okay, it's not that bad. You know.
By the way, coffee doesn't taste green, so I don't.
Clearly.
I want to clear that up. Anyway, back to anime. Yeah, John is our resident anime expert.
Stan, though, for the record,
Tell me more.
Do you consume?
Anime.
Yeah. Sorry, the medium. I don't mean like
Yes.
eat it. Yeah, I mean like
Oh, yeah, like I ripped out the pages.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I love anime.
Oh my god.
Maybe not as much as you. Like I'm not clearly an expert.
I
but
don't-
I
Actually, I'm not like I'm not an expert by any means. Like I don't watch things that people don't watch. You know what I mean? Like I'm not.
you watch some pretty obscure stuff though.
You're not wrong, but unlike
Right?
the scope of things, like I'm pretty sure I'm mid tier, if not
You're
like.
right. You're right. You're not full on like. We definitely know some full on people that like when
Yeah,
they're like,
exactly.
this is my favorite anime. I'm like, what the hell is that?
It's like it's like they
Yeah,
they name
like
they would
niche.
name like a film noir French film from like 1920s. You know when they ask them about movies, it's like that
Like,
level.
The red sakura flower blossom in the spring.
Read
and that's
two
like the name of the anime.
upgraded.
Okay, so then why don't we do this? Name the anime that you think is probably the most obscure. Like whenever you say it, people probably not like 90% of people are like, huh?
It wouldn't be so like it wouldn't be mainstream that I like.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It would be Run with the Wind.
Huh?
Yes, you've
It
mentioned
would
it.
be an anime called Run with the Wind, which is one
Huh?
a genre that I don't watch, which is a slice of life genre.
hmm
Number two, it's like literally the main characters is like full of fan service for girls. So all the characters are like
Wait, what is this anime again? What's it called?
Run with the Wind, Run with the Wind.
Run with the Wind. I'm gonna look it
Yeah.
up right now.
Like all the characters are like very good looking and like actually no, it like ranges from like the really like pretty boy look to like the haggard look to like the loser nerd look.
Whoa.
Yeah. Like
I just looked it up.
exactly. See, and then like it's very fan servicey to girls, but how the story was and how it was delivered. What's up, Addie?
Sorry, just to take a step back. When you say fan service for the girls, like, because I know this anime because you've described it to me before. It's in the name. It's something. It's about running,
Mhm.
right? Marathons, is it?
Who cares?
Not really. Not really marathons, but they would go to like competitions and stuff. They're like a university club,
like
right?
Relay, whatever, sprint, whatever.
No, it would be long
Okay.
distances. Yeah, it would be long distances.
Okay. But my question was, because it's about running, when you say fan service to girls, do they draw the package bouncing up and down?
No, actually, they would be like, it's not that vulgar. Not these fan service. I mean, I know, I
Hey,
get
if
it.
they do it with
You're right,
boobs,
exactly.
like it's only fair.
I know, but they don't do it like that. They do have like very like chiseled, when they're like in the beach or like,
Mm.
the topless scenes that guys do and all that stuff. Which again, Nothing against it. It's just not up my alley, but story-wise, it's very good. Also,
Oh, very good. We should I'll check it out for the story.
honestly though,
For the plot, for the plot.
Only for the plot.
honestly, when I watched it, like how it ended, I was like, wait, that's it? No, like I don't think it got renewed for season 2 or anything like that.
Oh no, so we need more people to watch it.
Oh no, well, it's an old one too. I mean, you looked it up, Stan. I don't know what year it came out.
Unsure.
Also, for the record,
Record.
yeah, exactly. Like most of these under super low key stuff that I find is through Ray. You guys remember Ray, the teacher?
Oh, so throwing other people under the bus.
Bro, he is my source for these things, right? And every time I would find a manga, let's say, that like is not mainstream that I would read, I'd be like, hey, have you checked this out? And if he's checked it out, then I was like, oh, then it's not that rare. You know what I mean? Like, he's my measure for that.
Funny.
But before I get into the rabbit hole of things that I watch and read, Adi, why are we talking about this in the first place?
Well, it's just like I feel like the three of us all watch anime or read manga, but at varying levels. And we've gone to Anime North. For those of you who don't know, it's this huge anime-related convention that happens once a year in Toronto.
It's the biggest
by
one
the
in
Toronto Convention Center.
GTA, I believe.
Exactly, it's like one of the
Mhm.
biggest ones.
Yeah.
So we've gone a couple years in a row already, and we're like, oh my god, all three of us like this kind of stuff. So why don't we just do an episode all about it and talk about it?
Okay,
And also, we're like sick and tired of having John judge us on how we lack anime knowledge. So let's just put him on blast.
I never judge.
Okay, hold on. I have also a obscure anime like reference. And
Okay,
this
sure.
is like way back, right? I don't know if
Mhm.
anybody's heard of it, but like this anime really like I don't know, like
Not
I don't
here.
gravitate towards or whatever, but
Okay,
like,
okay.
it's just like stuck with me. It's called C. Like just literally the letter C, and it's about like it's so stupid too. It's about like money markets where this guy like goes bankrupt and then someone gives him a lot of money and he has to go to this like fictional world and like use the money techniques to like battle, and then if you win, you literally wins the other person's money, and then if you go bankrupt, you die in real life.
Isn't this a little too close to home for you, Stan?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's literally what I
That's why it
mean.
resonated.
And, like I was just like, cause I was in university at the time when this came out, and there was only like I think 12 or 13 episodes or something. There was never a season 2 because like the entire story ended, which I appreciate, in 12 episodes, right? And then literally people are like, oh, like Pac-Man defense. I'm like, wait, I learned this in class last week.
Oh, what the heck? Okay, pause. Wait.
You're so funny.
Pause. Wait.
Such a nerd.
Before we alienate more of our audience that don't watch or listen, to consume the media, we're like what 15 minutes in. We sincerely apologize. Sorry we waited this long. I should have added.
How strong is this beer? God damn.
I should have added that if this is an episode that's not for you maybe, but actually we'll make it about you as well. We will include you in the conversation with this question. How would you guys not convince but like make somebody enjoy this kind of medium and media? Like how would you what would you tell them about? What is it the thing that excites you the most about these things? I don't know why you guys keep raising your hands like we're in class. Like we never do.
So we don't cut each other off. That was one of the notes you gave us, John.
It's fine. Like I would edit it out anyway. Anyway, yes, Stan, go ahead.
Okay, so I think the best thing about anime for me is like it's like there literally is something for everybody. Like I get it, it's drawn and whatever, but like if you like, the medieval fantasy stuff, there's something for you. If you like the futuristic like space stuff, there's something for you. You like action, there's something for you. You like romance, there's something for you. You like a little bit of action and romance and medieval stuff and space stuff all in the same anime.
Believe it or not, that exists. Right? Oh,
Right.
yeah.
So like it's like there's literally like whatever your niche is. Like some people have like I guess more common interest in like for example like pirate adventure or like ninja adventure, right? Like those are pretty popular animes, tropes I guess.
Yes,
and then
yes,
like but they're like the like for the people that are like, oh, you know what, like there's never gonna be an anime for me because like I'm so obscure, like I like things that nobody like. No, there is something for you.
What about you, Eds? How would you tell somebody? Like I would imagine your friends are not that into anime. So it's not like you would even talk to them about it.
You are incorrect.
Oh.
Amongst my friends, I probably watch the least anime.
What, really?
Yeah, it's between me and one other girl that watch the least anime. Everyone else that surrounds us probably watch more anime than us. I will say, like, anime has given me more feelings than like movies and live action TV shows have.
Dang.
Like, for example, my all-time favorite anime is One Piece, and the camaraderie and the feels and the number of times I've cried from anime arcs of One Piece story arcs. Not even the whole freaking manga, by the way. Just one single arc could make me cry so much that, like, people that are like, oh, The Notebook is like the greatest love story ever. I'm like, bro, read One Piece. Fuck off. Read One Piece. Fuck Notebook.
I concur
Yeah.
though. I concur. I also,
Right?
like, I'm not a person that cries often, but I also cried reading, not even watching, reading One
Dang.
Piece. And then you know where I fucking cried? So I was on a co-op term, and I see my manager like once a week for like 20 minutes. It was like a very like hands-off thing. I didn't have a lot of work, and so my there was like another guy with me. We're both co-ops, and then so he started like learning like programming languages while I started reading One Piece, right? Excellent uses of our time.
yes.
Right? And then literally, like, I think I remember this so clearly in my head. It was like 3 o'clock on like a Thursday. And then I got to that one point where, like, anyway, I not that anybody cares, but like, this big thing happened, right? Like, it was like a big departure. It was like really emotional. I was like weeping in my seat. Like, I was like quietly, like, just, you know, like, it was very like movie tears where it just like started streaming down in the middle of my face.
No way.
And then nobody knew because like I was facing a wall, and it was so crazy. And I was like, I can't believe this is happening to me right now. I am literally at work.
And I
I'm
think
just like,
I think that's the crazy thing that people like who are not in the media, right? Who are like, wait, what, really? Like, you guys cry off the cartoons? Like, because to them, like, cartoons would be like SpongeBob or like, you know, Fairly Odd Parents or like whatever obscure cartoons that you had like growing up and stuff like that. And I think there's a lot, that's the barrier, like the entry level. And like the entry level for that is, for them, is so hard to break, of like, yeah, but it's like cartoon, like how emotionally invested can I really be, right?
I have a comparison to answer that when they're like, oh, how can you just read, you know, cartoons or read comics or watch cartoons and feel stuff? Arguably, best comparison, Lion King versus live action Lion King.
I've never watched live action, by the way. I mean, it's the same fucking
I've watched
story,
it.
Right? So...
It is. But the thing is, the animated, like the cartoon animated movie version made me cry more than the live action version.
you cried during Lion King?
Yeah, like when his dad
Yeah,
died.
spoiler alert,
Says-
by the way.
His dad dies. What?
I know. Spoiler. When he dies, I was like sad.
But also, how old are you
versus-
then? You know what I mean? Maybe it just
No,
didn't age well.
I watched it as an adult. I was not a Disney
Oh,
kid.
okay.
I watched it as an
Okay,
adult.
okay.
I watched
Oh,
it
you know
as a
what? You're right. Like, there are definitely some moments in like animated films where like when Nemo got taken away and like
Yeah.
his dad was chasing, I was so sad. I was like, oh.
Right, because there's something about drawing that you can add so much detail and emotion that, I'm sorry, if you have a shitty actor, they cannot convey that. If you have animals trying to convey death, the animals like blink, like no eyebrows up to the top of their forehead, right? So like there are certain things that you can do with drawings that you can't do with live action, and like as we have seen with all the live action versions of Disney films, if you have shitty story writing, if you have shitty actors, they can't convey the story well. So sometimes with the pen and paper, you can literally control how to convey a story. It does it better than live action. So like, you need to view it, arguably on the same level.
You know what's funny? When when you spoke about the live action Lion King, I was just thinking that when you saw that scene where the dad dies, I forgot his name, Mufasa, right? Yeah,
Also,
Mufasa dies. Addie's just like, oh, that's just the zoo. That's just what happens to animals. They just die.
It
Oh
falls
my
off a
God.
cliff based off
I
betrayal.
I know, but like if it's like a real lion, you're just like, oh, it's just like people that.
Long live the king. Rah.
That's just Planet Earth happening. That's just
Exactly.
a Discovery Channel.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like if I saw the same thing in Discovery Channel, I'm just like, okay, nature's taking its course.
Yeah.
But having it drawn with the emotions and with their expressions of his disappointment of the betrayal and Simba going, "Oh, I killed my dad."
Mhm.
Okay,
Like
the person filming a lion, like letting go of the other lion's hang and letting them fall off the edge, so then they can become the pride of their pack or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, tell me this person is not be like, this is the best thing I've ever filmed in my life.
Anyway, I'm just saying when like I'm just saying maybe there's the element of that, that of like it's too real kind of deal, right?
Wait, can I ask a question? Because we're talking about Disney, right?
Mm.
Do you guys consider Disney films anime, or like
Here comes
is there a
the,
difference between is there a difference between anime and animated films?
Anime is just the Japanese word for animation, and they
Right, correct. But like it's like a huge genre, right? Because if you talk about anime, right, people don't typically think about like, Disney or like Pixar or like whatever, right?
Mhm.
They think
Mhm.
Japanese, they think like
Yeah.
hand drawn and like things like that. So do you guys find a difference? Like is it like champagne or the wine only has to come from that region?
France versus
France.
everything else is sparkling wine.
Yeah, everything else is just wine.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
For me, it's just ease of reference so that people know
Oh.
I'm talking about like a Japanese animation
Mm.
versus animated film, or even like what's like the Korean one's called manhwa?
Manhwas,
No, that's
manhwa. Well, that's the mangas.
oh yeah, same thing. But like I would use a different terminology just so it's an ease of reference to be like, oh, I'm talking about a Japanese thing versus like a Disney thing.
Fair. I think what
Alright.
Addy's saying is like it's all under the umbrella of animation. They just all have different labels, right? Just to be specific as to which hemisphere of the world we're speaking, right?
I see.
Mhm.
One thing though that I do want to point out that okay, like you guys brought up the genres, you guys brought up the stories, you guys brought up the realism, but I think a lot of people also, like especially in anime movies and like in anime films, first movie that comes to mind when you say anime movies, Studio Ghibli, right? Ghibli, right? Howl's Moving Castle, all those very famous, and they're talked about for a reason, right? And what people I think also overlooked is the setting and how the visions are drawn. Like people kind of forget that these things don't exist outside of the artist's mind, and then they have to show it to you.
Mm-hmm.
And they can go as bananas as they can, and then you're like, oh, my fiction and my level of like disbelief, like they'll set it right, but then there are some that are still realistic, and you're like, oh, it's a moving castle, and you're like, oh, you know what, I'm okay with that, right? Or like, or the little fire dude, the little cute fire guy. I don't know. Have you guys? Oh, see, you know the name. I don't even know the name. I think I watched it once.
Oh my God.
I know. Sorry, not sorry. But like, but like your sense of realism, it's okay with that, and then it's consistent at that level. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't go further than that. That you're like, okay, now I don't believe this, brother. There is a moving castle. There's a castle with legs. You know what I mean?
Immersed yourself into the story and you've accepted that as a reality for
Precisely.
the purpose of that story.
And that's the crazy part for these other that I think people kind of miss a lot, is that they made this world for you in this span of 2 hours that you were like, you know what, I'm okay with this, without you even realizing. And like, where does that, like, like, credits to that, right? Like, how creative do you have to be? Because when you watch a real life movie, when you watch like real life live action stuff, you're like, oh, these are people, this is what they do. Like, I get it.
It's like harder to immerse yourself and to accept the facts of that film.
Exactly.
It's like how people can't get into Doctor Who, which it's the same thing, right? Doctor Who has a very specific reality that you just have to accept. But because I do feel like because it's live action, it's harder for people to accept it, and they're like, wait, the science doesn't make sense. It's like, that's not the point. Versus if it was anime, you're like, oh, it's fine. The science works in that world.
True. By the way, since we were speaking of Disney, are we gonna get to the controversies around the remakes and stuff like that, or?
Wait, what's the
I have
controversy?
feelings. Can we just do a Disney specific?
Oh, we have to
episode?
do a
'Cause
Disney?
I have so many feelings.
So you don't know?
Have
Come on,
so
you
many-
know the hashtag,
Wait, no, truly.
the hashtag not my
there's a
Ariel.
controversy-
Like all those things.
Like the
all the
Black Widow
remakes.
movie? Okay, well, like quick, like 5-second hot take. Who cares?
Agreed. Agreed. I will also just, my summary of most of the live actions. Of all the things that are wrong with the film, her race is not the issue.
Yeah, correct.
Like the
Correct.
acting, the writing,
Wait, you saw it,
the
Addy?
direction. Bro, I
I
can
didn't
give
see
you I can give you a whole essay on everything that was wrong with Little Mermaid, and it had nothing fucking to do with her
Okay, I
race.
feel like this is like a full other
Well, that's
episode
what she
because I
said.
feel like this is venturing into like the real like live action remake of. Is that what we're talking
Well,
about?
essentially.
Like the live action
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
remake?
yeah.
Because like I have feelings about Mulan. Like I have a lot of feelings
Yo.
about that.
So many feelings.
I've never watched.
Okay,
Anyway, we'll
Mulan.
talk about that. We'll talk
Yeah.
about that. We'll talk about.
We'll
that.
have a
But
whole other
anyway.
Addy was
Back to-
pointing
back
at
to
her index finger,
anime.
dude. She was ready to count it out. She was
No,
like-
it's okay. It's okay. Back to anime.
Uh-huh.
So I was gonna share, I think one of my more obscure anime/manga that
Okay,
I
okay.
really
Okay.
like.
Tell me.
Helsing.
That's not
Who?
that. Oh,
Yeah.
it's not that obscure, but I mean,
Uh,
maybe for a mainstream.
Not many people
Yeah,
have.
fair, fair,
Yeah,
fair.
it wasn't very mainstream. It's essentially a vampire guy that hunts vampires.
You guys know Van
It's
Helsing?
super-
You know that's
It's
where it came
basically that.
from.
It's super like 90s. It's very specific. The anime was only 13 episodes. I think even the manga wasn't very
Mhm.
long. It was very contained, but I loved it. It had just enough gore, had just enough like thrill to it. But anyways, that's one that barely anyone that I speak to know about.
John,
Yeah.
do you know it?
I do.
Because I don't.
I do.
I don't.
I mean,
Yeah, see,
yeah,
like
of course I do.
remember he's the resident expert.
Well, no, I didn't
Oh,
know
yeah,
what
yeah,
C
yeah,
was
yeah.
outside of a programming language. That's that was talking about. You know.
So am I winning?
I think so.
Is this is this winning?
I think so. That's very obscure. But speaking of like live action stuff and like adaptations and all those things, by the time of this recording, One Piece has been
Oh.
made into a live action. You know, and it's getting rave reviews.
Okay, John.
I haven't
Okay,
watched.
hold
I
on.
haven't watched.
Okay. So I was gonna ask, have you watched it? Because so I'm on One Piece live action TikTok, and it's very divided. And I happen to be in one of these very divided camps. but
Wait, tell
before,
us.
so like I don't know, like people are like either really loving it or really hating it, and so I'm wondering, like based on what you've seen, right? Like I'm sure it's inevitable that you'll see like trailers or something.
I've watched all
like
the
that.
trailers.
Okay, so like, what do you think about it?
I'm actually just excited that it's getting positive reviews because if not all, most, if not all of the anime adaptations have been let alone the Netflix, let alone the Netflix adaptations. You know what I mean?
That's very true.
Like it's like a meme, and there's a reality to a meme,
Yes.
right? Of like,
I didn't hate Alice in Borderland.
oh, I'm talking about like Death Note and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's but.
And hold on, and also Full Metal Alchemist live action. Oof.
Yeah, yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Yo,
I didn't see
bro, you would understand this. The wig. Oh, hello.
I mean,
Okay, well, like the One Piece wigs aren't great either.
okay, but
right?
You're right.
Okay, that being said, I'm actually on the side of like I actually really loved it.
Yeah, and that's- and I think it was fine.
I think they did a great job.
I think so too. I think they did an amazing job with casting.
Wait, hold on,
Addy, yes.
hold on. Can I just say I'm going to tag him in this? Taz Skylar, y'all, bro.
Can you not tag him so that he doesn't know we exist?
I
Is that-
need
is
to.
that
I need
the,
to tag him.
Is that
Is that
the,
Sanji?
Sanji.
Like Taz, bro. I didn't like Sanji that much
Until you saw
in the
Taz.
manga, but Taz, love.
But isn't
Pure
like
love.
Zoro's the one who's getting the hype and stuff?
Oh no,
He's getting a
Zoro's.
lot of hype.
Okay, hold on. Zoro's #1 delicious, but like,
Okay,
no,
wow.
but specifically Taz.
Here,
Whoa,
Drink some water, girl.
It's
Like-
exquisite.
like
You know
Taz.
what? I feel like the casting for Taz is really well done. Like,
Agreed.
recently, and this is also controversial, but like I've started watching One Piece again on the anime.
Oof.
I started watching it on One Piece, which that's I think the controversial part. Anyway, whatever. We'll talk about the after. Like at me, we'll have a conversation, right? Like it's fine. I'm fine defending my decision,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of like frames where I'm like, you know what? This actually would be a great like reference frame for Taz specifically. because I'm so obsessed with this man, I'm like, oh, I see Taz in this.
Yo, I will say okay. So Eric and I had a discussion about this. Basically, like they kind of, I wouldn't say dumbed down, but they kind of tamed Sanji's womanizerness in a way. Like,
I read.
He was very polarizing in the manga, where he is literally only nice to females.
He's always
And
thirsty, yeah.
He's always thirsty to females, and then he'd be a total jerk to all the guys. But in the live action version, he's sort of generally a gentleman. He's just a little like short and curt with guys. He's not as like rude as he would be in the manga. And like even his thirst towards ladies, it's just like, it's like John level flirting, you know? Like
whoa, what?
like, you know, like when John's at a restaurant and like the waitress comes by and
Okay,
like,
here we go.
like,
Okay.
the waitress will like refill our water and he'd be like, "Thank you, love." Like,
I don't say that. What
oh,
the
bro,
heck?
you do. I'm gonna record
heard
you
it.
next time and post it on
I've heard
Instagram.
it.
But yeah, like
Okay, one, that's not flirting. Anyway, continue.
but
Sorry, go ahead.
Sanji in the live action just kind of has that kind of air where he's just extra polite to females. He's not as like heart eyes jumping out like, can you show me
But,
your
like, how do you do like live action heart eyes? I'd love to see that, but
I
like,
totally agree.
Actually, you know, let me just set a ground for reference to people who don't know One Piece. Sanji is like the Brock of Nurse Jenny and Officer, what's her name? Pokemon?
Joy. No, it's Nurse Joy and Officer Jenny.
Oh, sorry, whichever. Yeah.
Hello.
Goes to show. Yeah. That's like, you know how Brock is always thirsty for those people.
My mind literally just broke for a second. I'm like, what happened? What's happening right now?
Yeah. Oh my
You
god.
got a little mental aneurysm there. Anyway.
I was like, we have to fix this. This is not a canon event.
Yeah. Like it's that kind of level of thirst. But apparently, though, it's a good thing. I think that a lot of people are saying that it's a good thing that he's not so thirsty all the time, and I think that's where some of the director kind of influences are, and he doesn't stay so true to the content,
Right.
to the source material, which I think is fine. It's understandable.
I think it's okay.
Yeah.
I think the hardest part for me to watch the anime would be the language, right?
The language?
Yeah.
Like their accents?
I thought we were gonna see Nami's wig, but the language.
No, like yeah, because like it's in English, right? And not that I'm
Oh.
fluent in Japanese, right? But I grew up with the voice actors in my head when I'm reading the manga, right? And
I
it-
see.
It sounds so cringe to me when they say their devil. I mean, everybody says their techniques, right?
Right.
And then when they say it in English, and I'm just like, you know, like I make
The
dive.
cringe.
Yeah, like I cringe so. The first time I saw the trailer, and I was like, I was making diamonds in my stomach, and how much, like I was cringing, like the pressure.
Is this the same thing you feel when you watch anime in English dub?
I never watched that.
Okay, well there you go. So like watch it in English dub and see if you get the same feeling, because I do. I certainly do.
Ray said that you could watch it with Japanese dub.
Yes,
and,
you can.
And then it'd be that much
Better.
more.
Yeah.
Apparently, the voice actors for the dub are the original voice actors.
Yes,
from the
it
anime.
is.
They did
Yes,
that.
it's super cool.
It's so crazy, right? I think that's so sick.
Can I ask you guys a question? Sorry, I know we haven't gone to Addie's opinion about this yet, and we will, because I know you have feelings about this. But how do you feel about Luffy's race? Because okay, let me just say, I have no problem with him being who he is, and I think it's actually a great casting decision. And honestly, in the grand scheme of things, it makes sense. So the people coming at the actors of not all being Japanese, like,
Oh my god.
come at me, because y'all crazy. Okay, like, come on. You want a Japanese guy to play Sanji? Relax, dude. And I get that Sanji is maybe like more like acceptable to be like, oh, like I need like a white person or whatever. But like, because Luffy could quote unquote be Japanese or not, right? And then they made the decision, and I think it's like based off of research as well. Anyway, I think it makes sense. Addie, what's your thoughts?
Oda supports it. Didn't Oda come out and he like flat out was like, no, I support all the casting decisions. Like they've had discussions, because Oda never designed the characters to be all Japanese.
Who's
I think
Oda?
with the exception of Oda's the creator of One Piece. So with the exception of, I believe, Zoro, who is actually Japanese, all the other characters they weren't meant to be Japanese. He wanted it to be diverse because I think in his mind, what he was thinking is One Piece is the entire fucking globe.
World.
Like it's the entire world.
Yes,
So
yes.
it should be people from every corner of the world. So Oda actually supports it. So people that are like losing their minds that it's not an entirely Japanese cast, I'm like, go read One Piece.
It's not even just. It's not even that. Just he supports it. He was part of the decision. Like he was
Exactly.
actually the guy who was green lighting things. He wasn't just some sideline guy. Everything that was produced, everything from the casting to the set to the directors to the lines to the script to the story, all that stuff.
How they changed it, what they changed.
Yeah, what they changed and how they changed. He was part of the decision making process for that too, and that's why I had a lot of faith in it. Stanley.
Yeah, I truly thought the casting was phenomenal.
I agree.
I didn't, watch this like from the beginning or whatever. My partner actually was the one watching it on our television while he's like eating dinner or whatever. And then, sometimes I like come downstairs after work and then like I see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then why I thought this is literally like I saw this character. I saw what he was watching, but I didn't know what it was because he's not like, oh, I'm watching One Piece, don't come, whatever.
Yeah.
I just walked out and I'm like, is that Kobe? I
Yo.
pointed and I was like,
Yeah.
wait, is this Kobe? Are you watching One Piece? Live action? What the hell?
Right.
And I thought, whoa, like, well done. Truly well done.
Speaking of Kobe, sorry, Papa Garp, I'm in.
It's
Yo.
Grandpa Garp. Okay.
There's no reason why Garp needed to look like this.
So good.
Garp is really cool though. As a character too. I mean, like I saw the actor as well, but as a character, Garp is so
Like,
cool.
There's like no reason, okay? Like they can just cast a grandpa and then he didn't need to look like this.
It's a grandpa. It's not even a spoiler, but how badass Garp is like through the roof. I mean,
Yes.
I know. I think this is just an episode about One Piece now, but I think it ends at what is it? Fishman Arc? Not Fishman Island.
No, that's way further
Arlen.
down.
Arlong Park.
Arlong.
Arlen Park.
Right? Yeah, and I saw Arlong and I was like, yo, on the trailers, I was like, yo, that's actually pretty cool how they did that. You know?
I like how they so like I was actually really looking forward to Momu, like the big sea cow.
Yay!
Oh right.
Yeah. It's actually one of my favorite characters in One Piece. Like, and nobody knows what I'm talking about. I'm like, no, I love Momo. He's so cute.
He's so
And
good.
then
Momo.
I was really looking forward to see if they were gonna do it in live action. And obviously, understandably, like I think the animation budget is just like limited, so
Yeah,
they
yeah.
didn't do it. But did you know that they included Momo in one of the credit scenes? He's on a map. He's drawn on a map. He's so cute.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
so
what?
cute.
Anyway, we need to move forward
Anyway.
from talking about One Piece because this isn't a One Piece specific episode. But I think it's
No, you're
important.
right.
But I think it's okay that we did this because it is kind of the buzz of the town, right?
Mhm.
And it's a
You're
good
right. You're right.
it's a good cross between the anime and the real life world. And
Mhm.
sorry, real life world.
IRL.
Live action adaptation. And I'm hearing a lot of like, very vocal anime like content creators who are like, if I wanted to get somebody to watch anime, I would tell them to go watch One Piece off of Netflix.
Really?
Yes.
Actually,
Really?
I
Yeah.
did that.
Wow. Okay, so maybe controversial, I guess. One Piece was one of the later animes that I started because I always thought the long arms and legs were creepy and like I just didn't like the art
It's
style.
icky.
No, yeah, it really, yeah. Like
Yeah.
I had like a huge ick, and then like it really wasn't until I got into the story that like, because like I think for me things like Naruto, Bleach, like the other popular I think of that generation was
Shonen, yeah.
much easier for me to get into, right? And then like obviously the generation before that was like Dragon Ball Z, Gundam, and like things like that, and like I think it's just like drawn in such a different style
Yes.
that like when I saw One Piece and I get it, like I resisted One Piece for years
Mhm.
and I never got into it because like I really tried to. Like I think at first I read the first maybe 30 chapters
Mhm.
and couldn't do it. I was just like, man, like the arms are so weird and like he stretches. What's going on?
You
I
didn't
don't
like the art style,
this.
right? Yeah.
I didn't, and it really was. Okay, like this is again like just going back to my core because it has so much time. I was like, I'm gonna commit to One Piece. I'm just gonna like power through the first 100 chapters and see what happens. And it really wasn't until like I really got into the story. I was like, yo,
The story's crazy.
this is sick.
The
Like
story is insane.
yeah, the way they like tied everything together
Yeah.
and like
Exactly.
yeah, and then like what really hooked me was when they met Brooke, and you know how like Brooke's whole thing was like about like his past and then like how they met the thing and all. I was like, yo,
You're in. You know what's
I was hooked.
What's funny is that I too didn't read One Piece when it came out. I read it in college the first time around, So like what, 10 years ago now, maybe more than. And like at that time, the latest arc was the Whitebeard arc.
Ah,
You know,
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
no
yeah.
spoiler
At
arc.
the big,
Yeah, that arc, and that's where it.
Marine Ford.
Marine Ford. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that was the latest arc. Like, goes to show how long ago that was, and that was like 800 chapters in already. I believe. If not, no, okay, not 800, maybe like 500 something.
750.
Yeah, 500 something. And then like I binged it, right? And the craziest part, and again, we need to move on from One Piece, but my last point is that the story for One Piece, there seems to be no loose ends in every character that you meet.
Yeah.
And as an author, as a writer, not even like as an animator, okay? Forget like the art style too, which by the way, what Stan was saying, with the years that passed that I read One Piece, you can see the development and the changes and how much better the artist got
Absolutely. Oh
as
my
he
God,
drew things, and you're just like, wow. And to be a part of that is crazy. And when One Piece ends, just like as when Naruto ended for me, I grew up on Naruto. Like Naruto, I read from chapter 1 all the way to the end, and when it ended, it was such like a bittersweet, because that was like your childhood kind of deal.
Yeah.
And like I was
It was a little
choked up.
surreal, right?
Yeah,
Annie,
yeah.
were you there when it ended? Like, did you read Naruto?
Yep, I read Naruto.
And then like, okay, so when it ended, how did you feel? Like, did you read it as it was coming out?
No, I did not read it as it was coming out, but I
Okay.
remember it was a good ending.
It was so good.
It was
I
a
was so
great
angry
ending.
when Boruto came out, and I was like, no, don't ruin a good thing.
That's what I thought. So I still haven't read or watched Boruto because I was like, I just need to preserve how Naruto ended for
Mhm.
me in my mind.
You gotta keep
But,
it
like,
sacred.
yeah, yes,
Yeah.
truly. But like, okay, so like, how like when you finished did you read it or did you watch the ending?
I read it.
Okay, so when you read the last panel, like, what was your feelings?
And
Because you
it
know,
was-
because like at the last panel, you're like, this is the end. Like they are like the end.
That's it. Yeah, I know, right?
What was your feeling?
I had a deep satisfaction, and it was cathartic. Like everything that happened came to that, and it was just like cathartic justice for everything.
But you were happy with
I was happy.
how everybody's story was tied up. You were happy with how just the entirety of Naruto progressed.
Yes, I was. There were lulls. I will say there were lulls where I'm like, I don't care about certain parts.
Okay.
Or like I would have fast forward certain parts. Having said that, as a whole, it was still like you know what? I love it.
Like
love
it
the
was like a sense of satisfaction.
Mhm.
Yeah, like it was comforting to see what happened with all the characters.
Did you feel? Because this is how I felt. I felt it was like surreal. Because like I think like John, I grew up like.
Mhm.
It was, I think I started reading it when I must have been like 10, 11 years old. I was like young as hell. And then I started reading it, and then I got into it, and then they got into like all these exams, and then all of these like, different story arcs, right? And then like the big bad and finally ended up happening.
Yeah.
And and because like that generation of anime was just like they're so good at dragging on stories. Right? Like
Yes.
nobody ended their actual story, and then like everybody expected Naruto to be like One Piece, where
It just keeps going.
truly nobody knows if One Piece actually exists at this point or not, right?
Yeah.
Right? And then so when it actually ended, I was like, I remember sitting in my chair. I was like, I can't believe this is happening. I'm like, are they coming? Like, is this a joke? Are they coming up with like an immediate sequel where their adventure continues? No, and it didn't. It was so weird.
You guys never read Boruto, yeah?
No, not a single chapter. Whenever
Refuse.
I swiped on Boruto like TikTok, I immediately swipe up. Like, I cannot.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool for what it is.
Okay.
I think
Mm,
I didn't.
believe you.
I'm not updated with it for the record. I think I read like when like 100 chapters was like piled up. I was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. It was pretty interesting. You could definitely see parallels and stuff like that. I think. Well, first of all, it's called like Boruto: The Next Generations. I think, right? I think for the people who, I think the purpose and the idea isn't to fulfill our generation of being like, oh, you know what, this is a continuation of that story. I think exactly what you said, Stan, that they're okay with you stopping at Naruto and how it ended for you and how everything closed up and how everything was tied up in a nice bow, and then here, like, I think that's fine. And I do believe actually that Boruto: The Next Generation also
It's for the next generation.
exactly, it's actually for the next group of kids who will like look into it and be like, hey, that's pretty cool. That being said, though, there's some shit that are like pretty crazy in Boruto. You know, I won't spoil anything, but yeah.
Can I ask, when it comes to Boruto, do you guys consider it in the same generation as Naruto, as One Piece, as Bleach, or do you consider Boruto in the immediate next generation, which is like, what is it, like My Hero Academia?
Oh yeah.
Right? Or do you feel like Boruto is like even after that?
I think it's about the same as My Hero.
Well, what else is in My Hero Academia area?
Oh jeez. One Punch Man was on there at the same time.
Is it like would JJK Demon Slayer be of the same?
No, no.
So I think JoJo's like the same.
No. JJK is way newer. JJK, Demon Slayer are more parallel.
Or like current
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I would see Boruto as an in between, like a 2.5, so to speak.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
That's,
'cause I don't think it fully falls into that next generation.
Mhm.
But it's kind of like squeezed in between and doesn't really quite fit into either one. Yeah, it's like a bridge kind of thing.
Okay, I know that this is like super important right now, and if like we've convinced you, whoever you are listening, right, to be like, you know what, check out Naruto. There is one genre. I know we're also at the tail end, so we'll have to be a little quick about this one. There is a genre right now that is plaguing the anime. The anime.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. Let me.
Tell me.
Let me get to it. I know you know what. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. But it is this thing called an isekai. Okay.
What's that, John?
Well, an
Wait,
isekai.
Raccoon?
An isekai basically is like people who are dying in real life get literally. I don't mean like, you know, like figuratively dying, like literally dead. You know, like skull emoji. They are dead. They are gone. And then they get transported into another world. Where that world would be, usually, typically, has some video game elements to it. You know, has some like leveling elements, has some class, job, you know, like a priest, a cleric, a knight, etc., etc.
Or the ones that I would read would be like they die and she ends up in the world of the romance novel that she was reading.
Or that, right? But I'm not saying that's like the only thing that's happening, but yeah, like there's genres about it. And I think that as somebody who's never watched anime, like imagine if you were like, okay, you know what, these guys are Beer Talks, they've convinced me, I'm gonna go watch anime.
No, Isekai should not be the first one you watch. No.
That's
Absolutely not.
exactly. That's what I
Like
mean.
avoid
right?
isekais, please.
But also, like, you can't be like, oh, so am I supposed to watch One Piece, who's at episode 1077?
Yes,
You know what I
take
mean?
your time, love it as it goes. Go watch One Piece.
Okay. But also,
Cut out the fillers.
But I don't think that that's fair too, because that's such a daunting task. They're like, listen, like I work
You're right.
like so many hours a week. I don't have that much time. On my free time, I'm gonna dedicate 1077 episodes into you know. So how do we go about that? How do
One
we
Piece. One Piece
One-
is the solution.
One Piece.
Truly.
I've always said to my friends, because what got me into One Piece, literally the first chapter. I've told my friends before, I'm like, read the first chapter, and if you're not into it, you're not into it. Because if you think back, I don't know if you remember the chapter 1, but
Of course I do.
the first chapter introduces you to the tentacle character, like the guy, like what's his name, Luffy, like literally introduces
Well,
you to
he's a
Did you
tentacle
call him a
character.
tentacle
I know.
Do we have the same reaction? I was like,
I swear, I'm like,
thinking there was
who's the octopus there?
I'm
like,
sorry, I'm
how did you
drunk.
come in
I
and
know.
look later?
Guys, let's move on. So
Okay.
basically, the first chapter introduces
You
you.
expect us to move on from this?
Yes, I do. The first chapter was great because it showed you the personality of One Piece, because it showed you the goofy side of the story. It showed you, you know, the cool side because you get the action. It shows you the personality of these pirates. And like, and it made you feel something. Did you not feel something?
No, I hated the first episode.
Okay, wait,
Or the
guys.
first chapter or whatever. I told you I didn't get into it until like the story really developed.
Hold on. We're not trying to convince them to watch One Piece. We're trying to convince them to consume the media.
To wrap up what Addie said, I think that's maybe something that you gravitated towards. Sorry, I'm like,
Maybe.
man, this beer is really strong. I'm like having hard feelings.
It's not.
about
It's
it.
5%.
Yeah, that's why I had a slip up, guys.
It's 5%.
You know, I'm already done my beer, so I had a lot of beer in the last like 40
Wait,
minutes.
Continue.
Yes. Okay, so I think what Addie's trying to say is like that's kind of what got her into it, like
Right.
the immediate element, and also I don't think it's fair to kind of impose that onto like new anime readers / watchers. Because like we already know the story, right?
Exactly.
We're very invested in these characters, but like for someone who's like brand new, like maybe you're like drawn to the art style and you get started, great. But I think it's important to be like, what do you like? What do you like to watch in real life? Is it like more romancy stuff? Like, do you like to watch trash TV? Right? Do you love to watch The Bachelor? Then if so, maybe One Piece isn't for you. Maybe not until later, anyway. But like, maybe like romance novel, like
Slice of
romance,
life.
yeah, slice of life. There is like, for example, like not all anime like or like manga has like a point to it. There literally is one called like Midnight Diners, where literally the story is just like people showing up to this diner that opens from like 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. and then they go in and then they talk about like their day, and then the guy's like, okay, well, we have 2 things on our menu. If you don't want either of these things, tell me what you want. He makes something, and then it's just them talking about their day. And this has gone on for I don't know, like 100 something chapters, and there's something oddly comforting about that. And like that could be for you, right? Or if you really want to love like do the whole like big romance and stuff, like I don't really consume that genre of anime, but like there is something out there for you.
There's a lot.
And I think it's important to keep like an open mind about like, hey, like just because it's drawn, it's not childish, it's not like immature or whatever. Like I think a lot of people are surprised when they really dive into it, like a anime they really love. They're like, whoa,
I recently found a manga that was very interesting, and I think it kind of reminded me that sometimes watching live action or like TV shows or TV series doesn't give you like, it doesn't explore a topic well enough for you, or you're not as comfortable seeing a human being embody the type of story you want. Because recently I found a manga that talks about domestic abuse, and there was something
trigger warning.
Trigger warning for sure. And there was something comforting that I was able to learn sort of the signs of it and how to deal with it, and like from both the victim side and the abuser side of something like domestic abuse, that I think some people might be more comfortable seeing it drawn than to see it in a TV show with humans acting it out. And because another thing with manga especially and anime is there could be word bubbles. Like you actually get to see into the character's mind, which is something very unique to drawings and paper that you don't get in TV series. And I think maybe if there are certain topics you want to explore and learn about, maybe this is a way to do it as well. Because like Stan was saying, just because it's drawn doesn't mean it's childish. Some of these animes and mangas explore very dark topics as well.
Very serious topics.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and the fact that because it's drawn and like there's no episode limit or whatever, I think all of these stories are like really well explored. And I think that's what I really love about like manga. It, like even this is like a whole other topic, but like manga versus anime of the same thing. I think the anime, while very good, the manga is just like so much more like enriching in terms of like story and like character development and like the little details that they can just draw versus like, oh hey, like if I animate like these 50 panels, it's gonna cost us like that much more money. That I think it's just like a different experience.
Okay. So I think I can sum up this entire episode into 3 things, right?
Yay!
Why you would want to watch anime? Number 1, there's an anime for you. The genres that are out there, you could be as niche as you want, and it probably exists. Is it gonna be the most like poignant?
It 100% exists.
Right. Is it going to be the most poignant, like profound thing? Not necessarily, but if you're looking for something like that, that exists too, right? Number 2, anime, the visuals itself, find an art style that fits you, what you like, right? Like what we were saying, like Stan was like, oh, I didn't really like how One Piece looked at the first time around. And it's true. Like you needed to warm up through it, and he just rushed through this stuff, and so did I. I didn't like how it looked either. But now, not only are we invested into the story wise, because the story is that good, right? But also, now that the artists have become so much better, then we're even more invested, right? Like it's such a cool reward. And then lastly, number 3, there are a lot of freedom and creativity that can tackle on certain topics that might not be tasteful for real life stuff, and that's something that anime isn't just about being, you know, it's a cartoon and therefore it's for kids. There's some really really dark stuff that goes on, like moral dilemmas, which actually is a lot of the stuff that I watch or sorry that I read. It's always like, oh, where does your moral compass lie? Like, you know, is doing something less evil than what is already evil okay? You know what I mean? But it's still evil, right? And these are the conundrums that I like to get myself into. But that's what anime, and I don't think it's fair to have a 1-hour episode to talk about anime just because of how much we have consumed it growing up, and also like the variety of it is there. I also really wanted to talk about isekai, but I just wanted to touch on that because, you know,
That could be in a hangover episode.
Oh,
I wanted to talk about a hangover episode, which is our upcoming new series that we are planning and recording / filming soon.
Filming. We're filming it now too.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry, you weren't there for this team meeting.
Wow. Okay. Well, with that being said, Addie, why don't you
Wait. Before we do that, number 4 reason is you can talk about anime with John.
Oh.
Yay!
For the record, you don't have to.
We'll have a meetup at the next Anime North.
Okay. Wow. There's a
Beer
Beer Talks booth.
John's dressing up.
There's
John's
a beer.
cosplaying.
We're gonna have a Beer Talks booth, and we're gonna have merch to sell. Yo, can you imagine?
Yo, let's
Oh.
not be super ambitious.
Okay,
right now.
first of all, apparently we're recording things now. We're filming things now. Okay, so I don't know who are you guys talking to. All of a sudden, I'm ambitious. We could have stickers. You know, we
We
could
could have
have.
stickers. Yeah.
I really hope Ray is available to design.
Well, I will obviously have to commission him, like for real this time.
For real.
Yeah, and then we'll get those printed out. We'll have mugs. We'll have shirts. Yo, I'm
My
ready.
goodness.
I'm ready. Anyway, Addie, why don't you give
Us out.
CLS.
Yeah, CLS. Comment, like, and subscribe on Instagram or TikTok at BeerTalksTo. That's BeerTalksTo. That's BeerTalksTo. Yeah, drop us a line. Tell us what's your favorite anime.
Drop us a line. True. Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. Let us know. Like, other than John, Stan and I haven't watched everything under the moon, so.
I haven't watched everything under the moon. That's messed up, man. I'm just, there were just things. Anyway, Hockley. Hockley, dark. Traditional
good
English
job.
ale.
I feel like with most, I don't know if it's the alcohol talking about. Like, I think with most beers, like it just gets better as you go. Maybe it's just like your mouth is already like used to all of like the bitters and stuff, and it actually becomes sweeter. But I'm very surprised that all 3 of the descriptors, mild, light body, and full flavors, rings true.
It checks. It
Yeah.
checks. Huh?
Like, how many times have we read description? It's like, oh, I taste 1 and 2 ththings, but not the 3rd thing. But in this one, it's like everything was there. Like,
I see.
accurate advertising. You should
Accurate
get into
advertising. It's just you guys
Yeah.
you guys are just telling them to redesign the fonts.
Yeah,
Yes,
seriously.
yes. Find someone to design your can, please.
No. Oh my god! You know how expensive that is?
Wait, hold on.
I do.
Wait, what if it was
Okay.
intentional?
I'm sorry.
But what if it was intentional? They did this on purpose. Like
You need to hire someone else to do this.
What's funny too? There's different there's different sizes too of the fonts. Anyway, we're done roasting.
we like your beer. Your
We like the
product
beer.
We
itself
like your beer.
is
We
good.
hate your can.
everything inside of the beer is great. Everything on the can itself is up for discussion. Let's just leave it at that. Thank you,
Wow.
everybody.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Wait, are we not doing shoutouts?
Oh my
are.
god, true.
I'm getting
Um,
there. Okay.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not there yet. You guys go first.
Okay, Stanley, since you're so eager, why don't you take this one away? Congratulations! Look what you did to yourself. Congrats. You
Oh
played
no! I
You played,
honestly
you
like
said.
I'm really terrible because like I never actually have someone in mind. But the first person I do think about when I think about anime is my friend David from university. If you're
Yo.
listening, hello. You remember all those anime evenings that we spent together and watched so much anime together? Jesus, like I would literally like finish class and be like, yo, I gotta go home and watch anime so we can talk about it with David. Anyway,
Mm.
hey Dave, how's it going?
Yo, what up, David? Hope you're listening.
Mhm.
Addie, do you have one lined up?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Addie.
Is my Anime North friend who also cosplays with me, so I'm not the only loner that cosplays. Tammy,
Yo.
I don't know if you're listening, but Tammy, hey, what's up, girl?
Yo, what up,
We should go.
Tammy?
We should go to another dance class together. But yes, hey.
True. You know what's funny? I was gonna shout out Ray, but then I feel I already shouted him out before because he was.
Yeah.
We need to put a ban on you and Ray and
then-
Sally
And then,
and the
and
rest
then
of their family.
dude, and then I was gonna shout out Tammy, and then you took Tammy away. So now
I saw it in your eyes.
I'm gonna have to shout out.
Nam, shout out Nam.
That's what I was gonna do. I'm gonna
Yo,
shout out.
yo, like I
Nam.
was gonna be like,
You just helped him. He was like drawing a blank. I saw
No,
the
I
blank.
wasn't. I wasn't. I'm gonna shout out. I'm gonna shout out Nam. Congratulations in your final year of running the volunteer section for the Anime North volunteer people. It was great. That was the first time that I went there was through him. Anime North is a really cool environment. There's a lot, Can I just say too, like, lastly, before we go on a preface, there's always gonna be weird people in every fucking culture or every circle, I guess, right? Of interest, and like they're always gonna be around. So,
But
just
truly,
prepare-
anime people don't judge. Like
No, facts.
whatever
Yeah.
anime you're into, they'll be like, "Word, okay, tell me about it."
Agreed.
Yeah. True, and fair enough. And yeah. So
Yeah, and
just be ready for that. Shout outs to you,
Yeah.
Nam, David, and Tammy. We
Yeah.
will talk at you guys again next time. Adi, did you want to add something there? Or?
yeah, I was gonna say, if you ever want to have the best cheerleaders in life and to just have someone hype you up, just cosplay at Anime North. Even if you, as long as you remotely look like the character you're dressing as, someone will be like, "Yo, you look good, bomb
Can I take a
costume.
picture?
Can you take a picture?" Like you want attention and some hype in your life, just dress up, and go to Anime North.
True. And if you're not that type, which is like me, absolutely not that type.
Show up to
go.
Anime North anyway.
Show up to Anime North anyway.
And just
There's
bring a
lot-
camera and pretend that you're a photographer just so you can talk to people.
Okay, anyway, we're gonna end there. Wow, I can't believe we're ending it there. I'm probably just gonna cut it out. Who knows? Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll talk at you again next time. And
Cheers.
Cheers.